Oh yes, good
You
sir.
know what
Oh
that
yes.
means? Time to roll your lucky number. Woo!
It's another fantastic morning, everybody. Welcome. What's my number? The audience is holding their breath as Yrel grabs a dice, rolls it in a hand, and casts it. Seven
It's
again.
7!
What what a turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. She rolled the same number as yesterday.
That's her lucky number.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. See you next day. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, seven again. What do you know?
Yep. Amazing.
Good morning, Diana.
You're ready for a amazing day today. Hopefully,
Well,
amazing day today.
well, I mean, today may be the day that we leave and continue on our journey. I mean, really, what else is there for us to do? We have announced with the king, and Rana wants to go see some ancient, long dead kings and queens in the village, and that's it, really. I'm just thinking that we might finally be back on our way after all this has happened.
I'll see. I know we're in a hurry, I guess. I'm just in a rush to get out in the heat.
You make a good point. That is one thing I've enjoyed from this place. It's the weather. The weather has definitely been still. And that is nice. But something tells me if we don't, I mean, uh, yeah, you're right. And are in a hurry because if we're not, the whole place will be flooded. That's great. I don't know for how long it's gonna be flooded.
Yeah. Didn't you say you were invited to some nerd club earlier, though?
Heather burst through the wall. Did somebody say nerd club? I want to join. Invited some nerd. What? Oh. Oh, that. Uh. I don't know. I know this weird invisible kobold came up to me. It's like, oh, you seem to have a knack for magical talents. Maybe you'd like to learn, develop more things in the library. I'll be waiting for you. Very weird. Very odd. Very odd.
Rest of this place hasn't been.
Although Rana did mention that she was trying to get into there too. But I guess the eternal queen or king over there refused her. Just shrugs.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, hey, we're here. These people live here. Maybe they have maps. Sure as hell am not leaving you in charge of the maps this time.
Yeah. I have nothing to say about that. I won't even try and copy Alice. Now, what's that supposed to mean? I know exactly what that means.
So I wouldn't mind trying to get some directions to at least anything before we get out of here.
You said the meeting with the king was at noon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have time then. We have time. If we're gonna stay here anyway to the king's meeting, we could definitely go to the library.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yes, maybe they do have maps or at least knowledge about Conyad. I can't believe no one here has heard of Conyad. I mean, Durana's heard of it. He doesn't know much, and the people here seem to know it by name. I've heard of it before by name. I don't know anything about it. Even Borovish. Well, no, Borovish knew nothing about it.
It's true.
But I'm certain that, like you said, people who've lived here for who knows how many generations, surely they know something. If they know about the dragon Kunavang being here, certainly Conyad's also a thing. Alright, yes. Good idea, Diana. Good idea. Let's go with your lead.
I also figure we might be able to learn something about dragons in there, maybe.
If there was ever a place to learn about dragons, it would be in the archives of these small draconic folk, no?
Yeah, that was my thought process.
Alright.
As
Well then.
excited as I am to march through halls of books all day, then that's at least something.
Yeah, well. Good morning, good captain. We are headed to the library. Would you mind telling us where to go, please? I was invited there.
You wish to go to the local library?
What did that kobold wizard say for me to go? Or was it library?
I don't remember the words. This is something akin to the Grand Archives or something.
I want to go where he
Grand
told me to
library.
go. Yeah. Take me
Yeah,
to the
see,
Grand
Captain
Magical
Gore.
Archives.
You'll see Captain Gore's eyes open a bit. You close up to the usual state. I was told to leave a small message for you. It is from Princess Natalia. She says she's feeling ill today and will not be joining.
Ah,
Do not worry. Must have been something she ate at the banquet.
okay. Thank you for the message. I wish her well. Swift recovery.
I will see about the traveling. Ah, very well. I can give you instructions on how to get to the library. Though must inform you that you are expected by the king by midday.
How many hours do I have, by the way? Just so I know.
It is
11:55. Oh. Well then. It's 1 in the
7
morning.
a.m.
It's 1 in the morning, oh no. 7, okay, cool.
It is 7 a.m.
Oh, then we have 5 hours. We good, we good.
Let me clock then.
Should be good to go with 7 hours. 5 hours.
Go to dawn. About 1 hour. There we go. Very well. It is located outside the city limits, so I will not be joining you, but I can lead you just as far.
Oh, by the way, I think it's fair. I think it's fair to remind you. I still have my fruit bonuses to my saving throws. You want me to remove that or?
No, you're good.
Okay,
You've been
cool.
continually eating fruit.
Yes. Very well then. Carry on.
I thought that last night or the night before. I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Carry on, good captain.
All right then. And Captain Gore will lead you outside of the city wall, through some caves, through a
Will you all
passageway that you
see the
recognize.
column that you cried behind?
Yes, I was about to say he would lead you past that spot there. Oh, really low. Okay. Oop, just getting it ready.
When we approach that column, you know, where I found myself at the other night, I turn to Diana and I say,
Was there
"That's my
anything else you
secret
wanted
hiding
to do
spot."
here?
No, no, no,
Here,
nothing else. No.
I'll activate it just to
Go ahead.
there we go.
This is where I
There you
go
go.
to
We're here.
cry.
Wow.
You can still see my butt imprints on the floor there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, since I've got it loaded, he will lead you through here,
This
down
is where I
south,
was
down the
last
path. You left the room last night?
No, sorry, the night before that.
Oh. I'll be honest, I've been having a hard time keeping track of the time. And
Yeah.
you'll be led, whoop, here to the nearby city slash village, and this is roughly what hosts your senses
Ah,
and your eyes.
Gee,
As you
I better
can
not
see,
fall down.
many a building set up, massive stalactites, and occasionally here and there is some light coming through the great ceiling. But as you're here, you'll notice that there is flowing water. You'll see some frujas penned in, and some mushroomy forests off to the east. Some buildings built up, and kobolds marching about their daily business.
Well, now.
Welcome to the village of Tarek.
There's multiple villages in this mountain. I thought Kajra was just one big place.
Sure is one big place.
Is this like a different district?
I do not know that word, but perhaps.
Oh, a lot of human villages and cities, districts. It's different sections of the same city.
I see. This is as far as I will be leading you. I will give you instructions to the rest of the place to get to your destination. I'll scribble some things out on some paper and hand it over. I do not let the ceiling droplets make it soggy. It will be hard to read.
Oh yes, of course. Thank you. Good point.
Enjoy your time here in Tarek. I'll be waiting for you back at Kajra in the castle.
Your service is once again greatly appreciated, Captain Goa.
It's my honor.
Wonder if we should pay him one day.
Maybe. That's our place to do that.
I'm sure he's already being paid by King and all that. Like a tip or something.
Maybe.
Okay, let's not go step in those forests. There's a bunch of ants over there. Ew.
Yeah, you would see that there are fences set up.
Okay, good.
That's what these little brown bits are.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
You'll see the kobold woman inside of there look over to you and wave as you're marching about, and also staring quite a bit with a curious gaze.
Sure they don't see a lot of Centurions here, do they?
Oh,
And maybe, you and I may be the only Centurions they've ever seen, actually. I'll wave back. Oh, Diana, gosh, you may be the one who's gonna have to talk to people. I can't speak Draconic.
boy.
I can read it.
Well, just have you speak and say I'm translating.
Fine. Hey, alright, where did Captain Gore say that this place was?
It is
Check
south.
my notes.
Your notes say it's south.
And my notes must be wrong. I go north.
Oh, okay. Into the building.
Bonk. Bonk. Clearly, this is south, isn't it not?
You'll see the smallish woman hop over. Fruja, fruja. You want some fruja?
Oh no!
A fresh fruja.
No! I just started running. No! I will politely decline.
Good for meat, good for food, good to eat, good to pet, good for burden. Not bad to ride. You have someone to lead it.
I don't say that out loud. I have no need.
If you need, be right here.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
There's a. Oh, there are those two over there. There and
As you look through your notes, you'll notice that it says it's outside of the Tarek Aircodes district.
wonder why Cat did not want.
I don't know.
That's part of casual. Oh well. Coming through.
Afternoon, citizen. Well, as they say that, they look over and they look up.
Oh, yes, hello.
As afternoons and trians.
Hello.
Listen. You'll see the kobold is equipped in armor and has a weapon. Appears to be maybe a guard.
Volunteer
Probably.
militia.
Could and I pull it. Could you put your name here for me? And you.
This some kind of registration?
Oh. I just would like your name. Please.
Yeah, look at Diana.
I guess. Will you write your name?
I was not thinking about Julie or Flores. I was thinking about Chaldira. Oh, sure. We'll type Judy. Judy and Fla.
As as you do, they look at the paper and they jump up and down. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will take good care of this. Thank you, and they will bow.
Well, awkwardly, yeah, the thing. You're welcome. Good day now.
To official. You need help. I am a local guard. Need direction? Need food? Need lodging? Do you need supplies?
Whoa. Just trying to find the library. Archives or whatever.
Oh, the archives are out of town.
Where we are headed.
And be safe on the road. Farewell.
Bye.
Didn't mention supplies.
Go there. Beautifully junior.
All right.
I'm just.
That's true.
Oh, Diana. Oh, that one's staring right at me. Those big yellow eyes. Oh. Oh. Ah. That's not helping. It's making things worse. Don't look. Don't look. Run!
Just don't look at him, and it'll be fine.
Run!
Be good. Okay, well, in that case, you will make your way from out of the Tarek district.
Yo, is there a scorpion herder over there?
Yeah.
Good sword. Okay. These two look like they're talking to each other. I love it. The way the tokens are arranged is like, hey man, hey dude, how's it going? Yeah, you too.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, you will make yourself your way outside of the location. Through here. Woo. It'll load. Is it loading?
Not yet.
Okay. Is it loading?
No.
No?
At all.
I'm not.
Oh. Reach.
Okay. Thought I activated it. Must have
We're
pushed
going
the wrong
to the
button.
village of Bree.
Yeah, exactly. And you will make yourself a way here, down the ways, following the path as of the directions, and you will find yourself following the river.
Okay, why is the library away from the... What's up with it?
I don't know.
Really? Basic construction? Basic city planning? source of knowledge is inside the village, inside the town. That's what's eats to all in the capital and everywhere else.
Well, I don't know.
Even in Blossomvale, most of the books were in the elder's house, which is right in the middle of town. Don't get it. Kobold, man.
I don't know. I'm not a city planner.
What? You're not?
No, I'm not. Oddly enough.
All this
And
time.
as you're passing by here, you'll hear a faint sound coming from the north of you, northeast.
Where we
Kind
just
of a
came
faint
from.
hissing. Kind of a faint hissing sound.
A what sound? I'm sorry.
A faint hissing sound, like
A
hiss.
hissing sound. Oh no.
Yeah.
Diana, was that you?
What? No.
Just hear that?
I don't.
Would I recognize that sound?
Roll me a. Let's see. What would that be? Arcana? Roll me an Arcana.
Is this the same hissing that that invisible kobold wizard did?
Okay, you don't recognize the hissing specifically, but you know that it comes from a type of lizard based on the description. A small, draconic lizard.
That's it. That sounds like a kobold. And could also be a Ramuraz.
It does not sound like a kobold.
That's what I thought. Oh, go on. Hope there's no dragon spiders.
Dragon spiders. Okay.
Or dragons. I heard some.
Yeah, same. And then as you're passing by, you'll see something whiz between you and Diana from up over this direction.
Whoa!
It was behind Diana, but in front of you, kind of whoosh. And Diana will whisk around. What? You okay?
Was trying to shoot it.
What?
I was shooting us. Get down. I hide for cover behind the wall.
And so will Diana. But as you do, another projectile will be shot at you.
Ah, coming from where?
From this direction.
Oh, great. Perfect.
And it'll, I'm assuming that is a hit. That'll whoop. Hit for 3. And a... Yep.
That little bugger doing there?
And then perception check.
What's that little bugger doing all the way down there? I see you, little
Yep.
flying little fairy dragon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who dares?
Yep.
Right there, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are these?
Okay. And you'll notice that there are all around you. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th you passed by earlier.
What? What's going on here?
As they're spitting at you, and they now seem to be charging towards you.
What the hell? Get out of here, Diana! Diana, run!
As they all... Initiative! Roll initiative!
Come on, Diana. Roll good. Okay, decent. On Yrel. Roll good. Yeah, good stuff.
Okay. Just grab. Here we go. All right, it's your turn.
Well then. Ain't cool. So I don't know if these are...
I can't hear you.
No?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Alright, I don't know if these are creatures that we should not harm or anything, you know, because maybe they're of importance to the kobolds, and if we mess them up, then we've just committed a horrible sin. You know? So I don't think Yrel will want to properly, you know, engage them and start blasting. But she also doesn't want to get blasted herself. So we're gonna tell Diana, let's get the hell out of here. I will be moving 25 feet as per my... I'll then bring Diana along with me.
Meow.
Speaking in Draconic. OMG. And there's my turn.
Okay.
Diana, block their path.
What?
Don't worry, I'll do
You'll
it
see this
for
little
you,
guy
I guess.
run over. Meow. And he's gonna. Oh.
Close.
No. He missed, and then he's gonna. Meow.
No! Ow! Fine, well, I mean, Diana's gonna do what Diana does best. Wall of fire, baby. Wall of fire, I mean, like this kind of.
Okay. Alright, she casts a wall of fire that whoosh, blocks and burns and blazes across the entire bridge. As you hear screeches and screams from all the small creatures.
If they run into it, it's their problem, not ours.
As you hear screeching and screaming, and then you can hear scampering and skittering. As they. And the
That's
one
what I
here
thought.
disengages and scampers along the side of the bridge, panicked,
That's what I thought.
hissing.
Well then. Good.
As they scamper along the side. And they seem to disengage.
Good. Once again.
Alright. Well, that happened.
You all just looking around, just what, why, how, what the? Who were those critters? What the heck? What was all that about?
I don't know.
Did they say anything? Sounds like they were screeching something.
They said, easy meal, you were not.
Well. Okay then. Well. Diana will fire and on. We'll continue on the bridge, but this time we have our eyes open for like
Yep.
any more little suckers.
Roll perception.
Ah.
Okay, well, what you are able to see is this little Fruja scampering slowly along the side of the cliff there, having its little antennas as it's just walking along.
Diana, burn it! Burn it now! No.
As it's just slowly sauntering along. You'll also notice that this is quite the beautiful locale with sunbeams shining through. Shining from the ceiling, a surprising amount of greenery all about, plant foliage and mushrooms, beautifully hewn path, and a beautiful river down below.
Certainly take more time to enjoy it. Under attack by.
Yeah.
Once it's all done.
Seen you.
more property.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We continue down the road.
Alright. As you continue on the road, you hear a rustling sound from over this direction.
No! Stop it! Anna, happening again.
What?
Point to where I think
Things?
the source of the.
Should I blast it?
I heard rustling over there.
Should I blast it?
Oh. Not right now, anyway. Just, guys. Something.
As you take a couple more steps, you'll hear rustling again.
I asked Diana to get out and say, "They are not easy meals."
Hey, she will shout that out. And as you do so, you'll hear more rustling, and then you'll see a head pop out, whoop, from the bush up here.
Oh. Indeed, we are not. Oh.
And they will speak. Do not look like a meal. And again, you do not look like something I've seen.
Apologies. Thought you were more of those little spitting creatures.
Speak, you speak, you speak. Hold on, we'll be down. They'll be down. And they'll whoop, do a hop, and they'll hop down. Whoop. As you'll see, this individual pop out.
Well, now.
Good afternoon to you, to both of you. I must say, kind of squints at you. Oh, I see now, I see now. Those are very good, very, very good. You are very talented. Oh,
Like an
so
awkward look
tall.
at Diana, just okay.
Ah. Yes, very, very good. So tall, so tall. Since you are out, perhaps I could interest you in some fresh mushroom. You like mush? I have mush. Much mush.
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, forgive me, forgive me. I am Glue. Ah, introduction. I am Glue. You are, and you are.
I'm making a mental note that these people are definitely not the same who were there for whole feast and whole celebration of Princess Rana coming back. This seems like an entirely different, civilization, entirely different tribe. Have not been alerted to the recent happenings. Ergo, she'll say that her name is Judy and this is Clarice.
Those are very center names. Ah,
I mean,
very,
it's
very
Rama
good.
Wink, and this is Dupleton.
Good disguise. So tall. I am convinced. Still, they'll open up their pouch, pull out some things. I've been collecting fresh mush. Would you like to buy some mush?
We're just here to visit the local archives.
Of course you are. You are from, no? You're from Archive. Good disguise. Do not recognize you. Still, I have mush. You need healing? I have mush. You need things? Have mush. Look. And I'll have a double click on the old inventory here. As they'll be trying to sell
Oh, hey,
you
nice merchant with all that. Cool, okay.
mush.
Okay, well, you see. Do I want the mush? Or the mushy mush? I want the mushy mush. Mushy mush.
Alice? Any of these spark your fancy? They're good.
That's
Locally collected. Not like you'll find in city. Better. If they interest you in the basic mush.
I'm looking at these. I'm looking. Oh, this is
Perhaps mushy mush?
What's the other one you have?
You have deepest pockets. I have much mushy mush. Or if you'd like to take your disguises farther, I have mushy mush. I also have a scroll made from the skins of mush with magical effects.
Boy.
And if you're in the mood for a good time, Saitelesh.
Oh, well then. Lose all memories. Does this not give anything positive at all?
Trust me, these. You'll have a good time with these.
I'm sure I do. I will. I'm not here for a good time, though.
Oh no, I'm fine.
If it pleases you, I'll just buy to the mushy mush.
Want the mushy mush? Alright, I think. How does that work?
I just right click. Oh, maybe if I open my inventory.
Can you
There you
drag
go.
them?
Maybe. Oh,
This is the merchant experiment.
it works.
Good. Ah, could I interest you in this wooden ring I recently found in the woods?
Tell me what it is then.
I do not know. I know that it is a nice wooden ring, and it has magic about it. But that's all I've been able to find.
Let me identify it. Maybe I would be.
then I will sell it to you for less than it is. Yes. The
Right now,
whole arcana, nature, occultism, religion.
yes, I want to know what it is before mushroom. Right, it probably is.
Oh, if
Right,
it
it
is, I
probably
would not
is.
want to sell it.
Yes, chances are indeed.
Right, you're able to discern. It is this ring.
Justin. She don't need to eat or drink while wearing it. So if Yrel wears it, she doubly doesn't need to eat or drink. uh,
What does this ring do?
oh, I will gladly tell him. Oh, that if you wear that ring for a week, you don't need to eat or drink it, and you're well rested after a short amount of hours.
Truly. Perhaps I do not. Is this another prank from you wizards?
Assure you, I am no wizard. I I am actually not from.
Oh,
I am not from the archive. I am going there.
right, right. They wink at you and nod their head. Of course, of course. Well, I will be true to my word and offer it in sale. If not, then I think I will keep this.
It would be better if you would glue.
And I will keep it. And I put it on their finger.
You'll start to feel the effects in 7 days. Welcome.
These are big pieces of money. Can I interest you in mushy mash? They're very good, very strong, very powerful, very potent.
I will begin with these two. Thank you very much. That is all I want.
Very well. No mushy munch mash? This will make you big. You will be more convincing as a centrally.
Need to be more convincing if you said that you believed me.
Well, I don't know how convincing you are to other centralians. Very well. If you find any mush on your trip and you want to sell them back to me, perhaps we can do some trade.
You will nod. Very well. Certainly. Certainly.
You said this is where we start. Will you be coming back? Will we meet?
All I know is that I am going to the archive. I don't know when I will be
I
back.
I will be looking for mush in this area for at least a few hours. If you're coming back, then we might meet. If not, we may miss. Tomorrow, I'm going into to the town to other cars to sell my wares there.
Good luck, rest.
Thank you. Good luck on being centrally.
Bye, Glue. The hell out of here. buying something from him. Best way rid of him.
Oh, okay.
Was what he.
Mushrooms. Alright. And as you make your way here, you will find yourself in the distance observing a beautiful glowing tower across the
Yes.
way.
Now that's more like it.
There seems to be a
Yes.
path that goes nearby and a few bridges that span across the water that lead to this location.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want no mushroom. Oh, I want that. Good, good.
And I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break to go use the lavatory, and then we can continue. I'm going to
Alright.
preload the scene. Oop. And there we go.
Perfect. Hello.
Ooh, the bridge. Ooh, yeah, that's...
Yes, now see, Diana, that is more like it.
Yeah.
That is very much like.
Okay.
So I did find it odd that that blue man thought we were from the Ark.
Yeah, a little strange, honestly. I
As
think
if,
he interacts with people from there often.
as if the archive, as though they impersonate. Did they try and impersonate other sentients? plot that thinks we were the archive because we looked like.
Sure, sounds reasonable to me.
Maybe they've
Anyway,
never seen Centurions and they just imagine what it looks like, and that's why he was like, "Oh, well, you'd be more convincing if you were bigger." Maybe they imagine all Centurions.
I don't know.
I'm asking you, Diana. Tell me.
Yes, they think they're massive, giants, the size of Burovich. There, you happy?
I knew it. I am happy. Let's go.
All right, you make your way to the front doors, which actually open for you, and you walk into a hallway with red carpets and padding on the sides. And ahead of you, you're looking at a large stone door.
Ooh. Look, book. Okay,
And when you're ready, we're here.
ready.
All right.
I am looking around as I see the big gates, big doors open, and as soon as I enter, I'm just looking around. Whoa, yeah, this is more like it. This is the place for me. All right, yeah.
This is nice.
This is looking more like Kajra and place fit for
Hey,
princesses.
here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, no mushroom people and hissing lizards.
Ah. This is the place that me and Heather could spend a whole day in already. Heck, whole day, whole week. Oh, but she's already having so much other life.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this looks like a place where we can find information about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope that this is true.
Let's hope.
Let's go! Wee! Bonk! I smashed. Oops. Bonk. I put my hand on the door.
And as you do, you find that it's slightly sticky. And you'll notice that the door itself seems to be shifting and changing shapes. And as it does so, the two doors merge together, and whoop, you will see a large face form in the door.
Okay. I took a few steps back. Oh boy. Yeah, a few more.
Who
Diana.
comes to enter my master's abode? Speak your names and speak quickly.
Yeah, yes, uh, am Yrel Solana. This is my partner, Diana.
One name is known to me and the other is unknown. The one that is known may pass, the other must wait outside or face my wrath.
Um, other that is unknown is. Uh, well, first of all, does this door have eyes and is it looking at us?
It looks to be about what he is here, and yes, the eyes do shift from side to side, and the
Ah,
mouth does
okay.
open and close.
I was about to try and pull a fast one on him. If he sees us, then never mind. But we come as one. We are together. Not. Uh, oh, when I was invited here, and it was assumed that we both come.
Name Yrel is known to me, the other is not.
Well, Diana is a powerful sorceress known to dragons. Now you know
I'm
each other.
sure, as are many who come to seek entrance into my master's abode. Names are what I know, names are what I open to.
Are both servants of the Dragon Father Kajiva. We are sent here by him.
I do not know the name Kajivan.
Maybe
I would
Kunavang,
not open for him.
the Dragon Father.
The Dragon Father is not known to me.
There's no Kunavang?
There is no Kunavang inside.
The Tarek has invited us both here.
Tarek has invited Yrel. He spoke to me and said as much. The second name was not given to me. Yrel, there's these lovely seats here. I can just sit and wait. Maybe you can get me inside there from inside there rather than literally bashing our heads against a wall.
Literally.
And if not, oh well, I can try out this nail stuff that Rana gave me. She pulls out a little bottle. And, if anything goes wrong, or maybe we can do that status thing and I can kick my way in.
So we'll try once more and say that we are the special guests of honor of the High King and of Princess Ranatalia.
I do not answer to the throne of the living, only the dead.
Well then. Well then, you'll be happy to know that Princess Ranataria has connected with the Moonstone, and she is en route to becoming a high queen, a eternal queen. You would do well to respect her wishes.
I respect only Master Tarek.
Dawn. Well, Dawn. I tried.
Hey, Tarek, isn't that the name of the city, or the town, or the district, or whatever?
Oh, each section after it. Ajra, obviously, Ajra. Place for this. Another place for some.
You know any names he would know? I don't know that many names.
Obviously, most of the names she met. They were they were the names of those who
Ule.
Ule. I don't care. Oh wait a minute, no. Hey,
I don't know.
you say you only answered Throne of the Dead?
I answer to Tarek.
Yrel kind of has a devilish idea here, but might be a bad idea. Might be a terrible idea. No, I shouldn't. I won't. Tarek wishes to see I not go without my second half. Bound to me as I am bound to her. Wherever I go, goes, and wherever she goes, I go. If Tarek wishes to see me, then he knows that he is also included. We are two halves of the same whole. Some might say that she is my familiar.
Roll a deception check on that one.
A deception? Very well. I know what I'm doing, man. I know what kind of crap I'm putting myself through.
My God, when I saw you're 16, I was like, oh, he's got this. It is too large to be a familiar. These I have seen from those inside.
I will. I will raise one of the mushrooms that I just bought, saying that there was a mushroom vendor outside who sold us mushrooms to enlarge ourselves. Tasted one. Is larger than normal. We were quite surprised at the effects.
I do not know mushroom. Prove to me by doing something a familiar can do.
Yeah,
What do familiars do?
One second, one second. Okay. Good door. I will show you something that only familiars can do.
Well,
You stand over there.
oh,
Please.
okay. I'm standing over here.
Good door. It is well known that familiars serve as enhancements to one's magic and can also serve as conduits to their master's magic. Now, I shall prove to you that that is my familiar. I will I will be performing magic and she will be my conduit for my magic. I will um I will look at, is there like a statue in here or like a bench?
There's a statue here and a statue here.
Okay, well, the
Paintings on the walls here, and there are some cushy benches here.
okay, this bench here. I'll tell him, I shall cast magic upon this bench, but it will not come from me. It will come from my familiar. Observe. I will cast a first level ray of enfeeblement and have Diana spell relay.
Okay.
So that it goes, that it, goes to. It's as if she is on casting the spell.
Alrighty then. You'll see the door will observe this interaction.
So I will do the arcane, movements. I'll say the words. I will raise my hand, and a green beam will shoot from Diana. Is my magical conduit.
I see. You should have led with that. Perhaps not have introduced your familiar as an equal.
My apologies. She can be quite demanding sometimes, and well, she is a regal one. She likes to be as an equal. I sometimes forget that when we are out together in public.
You'll see Diana give a brief glare. Yes, understandable. Then you may enter, and your familiar may come as well. As you'll see, the door shift as the walls shift there, and you'll see the stone kind of split apart in a goopy mass.
Cool.
As it opens and unsticks, and you'll see what appears to be at points kind of almost fleshy bits
Cool.
briefly appear in the stone as it opens.
Oh gosh. I will meet Diana in the middle. I, as long as we're not past the door, I won't say anything. But from behind me, I, I, I take my left hand and I try to fist bump her from behind, like yeah.
She'll put her fist back there.
As we walk in together. And when I cross the door, I just look at her like.
Okay, I'll give it to you. That one was smooth.
I am so sorry, by the way. I am so sorry.
It's fine. It's all in its business. You say that during times of pleasantries, though, I'll fry you. He smiled with a big grin.
You can do the same to me if ever you need to, and I will understand immediately what you mean.
I know, it was like this back at the that casino. I liked it better when I was the one in charge, though.
Oh, we did it, okay.
And you step inside and you find the place rimmed wall to wall with books. As you look up, and even the ceiling has books. As you can see, there are some floating books zipping around here and there.
Goodness. Okay, this is something that Heather buried in, and she.
Yep, you see it is richly upholstered and quite the beautiful place for people who like books.
Of course. Granted.
Yeah. Well, now what?
Go to everyone. Yes, first look for Tarek.
Yeah.
Or maybe find a receptionist knows all these books, or glossary, an index or something. Do you think they have a Dewey Decimal System here?
A what? A what?
Who's Dewey?
You said a lot of words. I don't know what most of those were, at least at the end.
I find a guide that tells us how the book's organized.
Right. I don't know.
Or maybe just find Tarek himself.
Right. Well,
Shall we?
I'll follow you. You're more familiar with these places than I am.
We start to explore.
All right, and you can see more books. There seems to be some reading tables up over to the north area.
Is that a freaking non-kobold?
Yes. By all intents and purposes, it appears to be a L. Oh, no, it's short. It must be a gnome.
Could it be another centurion in this universe? No, it's probably just a shape as what Glue told us. Either way, I continue. While walking, I'm just looking all around, just have time to just peruse all these books.
Books, some books. It's a little dark in here for reading, isn't it?
Kind of mud. I blinked twice. Oh, that's no. Kobolds can see.
All right. Yeah. Right. Of course.
If I turn on my dancing lights, they'll be like, "Ah, please turn it off! Stop that!" Oh yeah.
As you'll see, there are many. Well, not that many kobolds, but there are kobolds here reading. Oh, you're supposed to be. Kobolds here at the desks reading. Some of them gathering books. That sort of thing. And then as you're walking by, this individual would have looked up, did a double take, and then just kind of watched you walk past.
Okay. I let out a small little as I walk by. Where to start? Nowhere here. Looks like a receptionist desk, right? You don't really have all the time to just look through all these books. Have a purpose here.
Yeah, that is true.
I will stop this nearby kobold here from eating.
Okay.
And ask him if he has seen Lord Tarek.
Not even looking up from his scrolls. You know what Tarek is. What kind of... And he'll look up and kind of drop his scroll with one hand. Ooh. Pause a second, and he'll rummage through his desk, and he will cast a... he'll pull out a scroll, and he'll be... Zoom, zoom. He will begin casting a spell. And,
Hold on. Can I recognize the spell?
recognize the spell. Roll Arcana, or I guess it could be religion.
It says the GM rolls a secret arcana, nature, occultism, or religion. Never corresponds to the tradition of the spell being cast.
The spell being cast. Okay, I'll roll it. It's dispel magic.
I count the spell. Oh no.
See the zoom, 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 and a blast. It smacks you right in the face.
My eyes. My magical eyes. I can't blink twice.
And then, much to his surprise, he's... Oh, right. Can't be right. That can't be right. Is that you, RARAAA?
I have been invited here by Lord Tarek himself. I am a centaur.
You're...
Gonna have my hands on my hips, you know.
I'm gonna get a chair. You... Stay right there. Don't move. RARAAA! RARAAA! RARAAA!
Well, I see. impression already.
Yeah, it seems to be good.
Everything seems to be.
Everything's great, and you'll see him come forward with this individual. There! The sentry and
I
guided
knew
by
she
Tarek.
was a magical alter self. No.
And you'll see this individual step forward and kind of squint, and they'll put out their right hand. You know, the secret sentient handshake.
I do the Star Trek live long and prosper, you know, kind Do I know the super secret sentient handshake?
This is the first you've heard of it.
Might just be a normal handshake. Just a regular, plain old. I have my arms crossed like.
Well, do you?
Other than those in cults.
Then you just might be the real deal. They'll retract their hand quickly.
Just a test, just if would
You're
try and
coming.
do something, you know, try and fake a secret handshake to pretend. Oh yeah, we totally know what this is. Probably was actually.
RARAAA, descendant of the great Tarek. What do you want?
Hey, Tarek himself
Tarek,
said that I had a flair for magic. Coming here would help me. Would teach me.
flair for magic. I bet you can't even cast anything above 2nd level. She'll cross her arms.
Hey, what's the biggest, most explosive spell I could cast? Water fire, Diana?
And who is that behind you? 2 of you. Oh, I'm just her familiar.
Well, my 5th level spells are Breath of Life and Shadow Blast. I don't want to Shadow Blast her. Just 5d8. Now you're convinced? Oh, you're dead. And I can't cast Breath of Life because that's a reaction to someone dying. I mean, hey, I might as well. Oh, hey, you know what? I'll just cast a globe and see if she gets dispelled. If she gets dispelled. I will weave my hands in your. Well, not arcane, the divine symbols, and slam my left hand on the ground and create this globe around me. Oh no, I rolled a 1.
Oh wait, I clicked on that. Sorry, or should you? Who clicks on that?
It's always been me so far.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Then click on it.
Good. I'm glad that 1's gone.
I got the 1 out of the way so you could get a 15.
Oh yeah, there we go. Bit better.
Okay, well, you whoop. Where is. There it is. Whoop. You create an orb, what, like there?
Yeah,
Give or
sure. Yeah.
take. You create an orb there, and then you'll see her visage zoom, 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 zoom. And in its place, you'll see zoom, this individual appear. Whoop.
Haha, it's her. Her from the feast. Or at least, same token from the feast.
Yeah. No, it's the same individual. You would recognize them.
And then I
As
look
you can
to
see the orb
Diana.
appear from around, and she looks down at herself in shock and surprise.
I can I maybe call Diana for just a split second here?
Go for it. Go for it.
I would have a cast Dimension Door and like zoop right behind her and appear and have her say, "See, here's the real deal."
You'll see her cross her arms and do kind of a pouty face. Hey then, so you can magic. Big deal.
Lord Tarek thought it was a big deal. Yes.
As you'll see now, there's all the kobolds in the area are now peering over from their books.
Yes, no doubt.
Kind of, you know how Heather kind of peeks over from her books.
Yrel will extend a friendly handshake and say that my name is Yrel.
She'll look down, a little bit defeated, and reach up. I'm RARAAA. And go for the handshake.
Would you allow Yrel to say like, "Hey, you're kind of familiar. Were you there at the feast of Princess?"
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, well, that's why I say like, you look familiar. Were you there at the Princess Vanatalia's great feast?
Yes, I was there, and you were part of that tacky magic show. As she steps outside the globe.
I then awfully, oh yeah, that thing. Was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Very unimpressive. Second level spell.
No, he just cast invisibility. I mean, that was pretty, wasn't it?
It was.
It really was lame. He didn't tell me what he was gonna do to me. I was as surprised as you.
He didn't even lead up with pyrotechnics or use something like Dimension Door to get you out.
No, that was kind of wasn't it? I could have done that much better.
Fine. But you say you're schooled in magical arts, which truly you are, but when did you meet Tarek?
I'll be honest.
He was at the feast.
I tell her that I cast the invisibility. Kobold hovering by a pillar at a hood who was constituted at the feast. I then sent a message to sound surprised. Warped immediately toward me. Asked me my was impressed that I it seems though he could tell I had magical ability. Was curious to know more. Invited me.
Well, I pray for your sake this is not just a big ruse. If it is, now's your one chance to back out. Making it this far with this, as impressive as it is, I would still let you be here. But if you're lying about Tarek, the fate that awaits you will not be good.
Is Lord Tarek cruel?
He would not take kindly to being barged in on during his experiments. I did once, and let's say that the next 2 weeks were not pleasant. Spent them in a form that was rather embarrassing. I will not go further.
All of this time, I'm thinking it's that dude, but oh, it's just some random kobold who cast invisibility. What have I done? Ah, I see. Well, then I truly wish also that I was no. Yes, exactly what she said. When I spoke my name at the door said, "Ah, yes, well, you are expected."
Glu knew you? Glu knew you.
What the mushrooms are? Oh no! Oh, my bad. They're not related, are they?
Related. Anyway.
Yes, anyway.
If you really here to see him, I'll take you in. But, well, I will not take you in. I will take you to the door, and rest is up to you.
Okay. Well,
Yrel, should I go with you?
yeah.
Okay.
Eat us on.
It is not far. The entrance to his domain is down this way.
That's not the first place that I would have went. Trust me.
It is beyond this door, and you'll see some signs in multiple languages.
Do not enter, warning, and all that.
Yeah, but ones that do not enter. One in Kaining, which you recognize, and one in Common.
Oh then.
And many, many you do not. I would also like to formally apologize for my actions. We don't often get visitors here, let alone magically skilled individuals. I had expected you to be a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Not trying to rob you. Yes, I've learned to accept that reaction while I'm not meant.
Very few. Well, many would like to.
Would you happen to know of a? I'm seeing. Do you know if there's a way to know what? I mean, is there a guide, index, a glossary to find out which books are what and what categories, what types of books,
Yeah, certainly. There's a very long list. There's a large book near the entrance. Just clap your hands, they'll come to you. But you know even basic magic, you would know pocket libraries, so you could just find the books you want.
I don't know pocket library. Heather knows pocket light.
It's the simpler way.
Sense.
If
Are you
you're
serious?
old-fashioned,
Yes,
Mr. Big Hat up there's insistent doing it the old way.
Thank you very much for your. Lord Tarek. Hope I do
Indeed,
not die.
I will knock, and for your sake, I hope not. We'll just do a quick knock on the door, and then dart around quickly. Just turn around, dart around the corner here. As you'll hear the door, you'll hear a bunch of latches and clicks and clacks.
Oh boy.
And the door will open, and
Confidence.
inside you will
Confidence.
observe. You will observe.
I am here. Oh my god.
You will observe a room with green, dimly lit lights and books and things all over the place. And in one of the seats, you will see a large steepled hat from behind. And you'll see RARAAA just kind of briefly peeking over.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just kind of.
I've never seen the master's room up close. It was open now. Lord Tarek the Eternal has. Girl would just be slowly walking in, she's looking around, just stuff here.
Ah, that is blinding. And you'll hear the door
Ah.
close behind.
I kind of instinctively reach for Diana's hand, like,
Yeah.
I take a deep breath, okay, confidence.
And you'll see the chair with the steepled hat pick up and slowly shift and turn around. And you will see there, sitting in it, this
I was
familiar
right.
individual.
Yes. It was him. It was Tarek with green eyes. Okay. Hear that, Rana? It was green eyes. I've wished to see me, Lord Tarek.
Yes. Yes, I wish to see you.
Girl kind of has a confident pose. I am.
Yeah. I see you've brought your familiar. You'd do well to keep it on a shorter leash. As you'll see, a brightish glow from where Diana's at.
Oh no.
Just shoom.
Oh.
And then in her place, whoop.
Oh well then.
As she's now perched on your shoulder.
Is that who we saw in the trees back there? It was a kobold who stepped too far away from, who stepped into the room, and he got whisked away.
As Diana there will kind of shriek and screech and
Well, oh well. That's fine. She's here. She's here. That's all I care about. I'm surprised at first, of course. Like, whoa, whoa. I hold it in my hands like, oh boy, but I'll
remember, yes.
I'll perch.
What did you do to me?
I'll perch on my shoulder and like pet her. Are you so cute?
Thumbs down.
Okay, Diana.
Now then.
Okay.
Make yourselves comfortable, shall you? Have a seat. It's improper to speak while standing.
There's the seat. Is it like this one or?
Yep, and as you sit down, the seat becomes larger to accommodate you.
Oh, cool, thanks. Phew! No more hip problems like with Rana's.
Must be nice, huh? Must be nice.
I'm sure the chair would accommodate you too. It would like super shrink.
Oh, you took my invitation. You're very, very brave. Not many would come to seek out an eternal. Perhaps it is in ignorance you come to seek me out. Regardless. You come from the far-off land of Kaineng. Am I correct? It has been nearly 2 centuries since I set foot in that place.
Is there where I lived yet?
They're much more accepting of our kind there. I even met a clan of kobolds roaming the hills atop Dawnstriders.
Yes.
Primitives, but still.
I will nod and say, yes, man of Kaineng. Very reverent of dragons. Also very ignorant and rejecting of.
Strange land, to be sure, and yet to find one so gifted in magic from that place. You are an anomaly, to be sure.
That one. Yes, I know. After some time, I felt like I didn't belong there. Away, sent to discover more. I would find no answers back at home.
Magic is much more accepted in that place. I learned a great deal when I traveled there.
Yes, it's quite the opposite of Kaineng. Much more accepting of magic, but great hatred, loathing, all things.
It's true. It has been nearly 4 centuries since I've set foot in the central continent myself.
My journey has led me face to face with an audience from great Dragon Father Kunavang himself. based on his words and wisdom, I find myself here in Turin, in search of lost ruins of Karn.
You say you've spoken with him. Most records seem to indicate that he perished about 1,000 years ago. Though you are from the one place where his records seem different.
I actually learned from Princess Ranatalia that she calls Hajivan.
Yes, they're one and the same.
That's what I
Dragon
thought.
Father has many names and is known by many peoples as different things.
I learned that he used to be here in Turilon.
In in ages past.
I assure you, there was none other than the dragon shining on top of the mountain surrounded by Kitsune servants.
I will not blindly believe you, but neither will I blindly disbelieve you.
Then you go take a picture of Oh, the one thing, the one thing you should take a picture of. Oh well.
Maybe merits to what you say, but there's no way to confirm it from within these halls.
Or not.
Still a curious tale to be sure. If it's true, then you have an honor I'm sure very few have had.
Also, another dragon. He lives in Caspian.
You claim to be a dragon speaker, hmm?
I claim nothing. I have met
Interesting. Last known whereabouts of a dragon in Central Aspian was. Well, which part?
Rivalon, to the east.
You said a green dragon. Hmm. That would have been in the Dragonfell Woods. Out.
Yrel will nod and say, yes, that's where a great dragon fell shortly after desecration of dragon that I spoke to is
Intriguing. So you are one who knows secret things. That's what you're claiming. Exciting.
also well, Neil kind of chuckles. Neil, you're here. Has acquired magical powers, red dragons.
Hmm.
Her blood bears power of red dragon. Yeah, you all knows that it's red dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a distant power she bears.
I will not lie. I'm coming to Tualan. We're also hoping that perhaps we could tales of her birthright, of her birth power, alongside
Much
Kanya.
to learn there for her. Still, an exchange of knowledge. First, since we are starting with you, his chair will get up and it'll kind of walk over, like Beauty and the Beast has a legs of the chairs
Yes.
walk. It'll walk over towards Yrel where she's
Whoa.
at.
Okay.
I would like to ask if you know of any spells. Spells not known in my libraries.
How do I know? I mean, maybe. Maybe I do. I don't know if. How do we find out? I, I don't have a spell book, but I show him my spell list. I don't know. Do I?
Would you just go through the list of spells you can cast?
I mean, yeah, I'll start with the cantrips, and then I'll move upward. You know. Well, see, I'll start with the lowest level, and go up to level 3. And assuming he knows nothing, well, that's assuming he knows them all already. I will then. I'll then go to the rune scarred. I'll go with a telekinetic projectile, invisibility, time jump. Won't mention friend fetch. Just I love that. And from there, and maybe would staff spells count? For my star staff, would those count as suitable?
They're spells you have, so you could mention them.
I will. Ray of Frost, Gravity Well, all that. I'll mention all of those. Assuming he's not happy yet, I'll go with Lucky Number, and then I'll go with. Wait, what?
You know some lesser known spells, but nothing jumps out to me as unknown.
Going. Lucky Number, Cozy Treehouse.
It's a nice trinket you have.
Yes, actually, it was a gift from.
You are a fan of trinkets, yes?
I will not lie. I take enjoyment in a lot of these.
Good.
Well, if so far the spells have not been not to his taste.
So far, he seems fairly unimpressed, yes.
Okay. I'll go with 4th level spells. Remove curse, lower vulnerability, forgotten line.
And that one, he will perk up.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it, man. Damn it. You would think in a library, this is a spell you would know. Right? I know it's a rare spell. What do you want?
That is a rare spell. That I would like to know. You do not seem to be one who has books, but he will kind of tap on his chair and he'll reach, and then you'll notice that
books.
The drawer over here will slide open and things will kind of rummage around in there, and he will pull out what appears to be a wand. If you would teach me, I would be willing to offer you this in exchange.
A wand?
This is something that was useful to me in my youth, but I no longer have use for. Something that might be helpful to one such as you. I can get it to chat here.
Yeah, what powers does this wine? Wand of Overflowing Life, a 3rd level. Cast Heal, okay. Once per day. After you cast a spell, excess healing magic wells up from the one and heals you, so you cast a one action version of it. In the method, only one seems to cast multiple. See.
I think I'm being too generous.
Either way, well, I believe that practical to me. Is a
You intend to haggle. Fine then. Sometimes forget how unreasonable youth are. All I'm asking is you simply teach me this spell. I might teach it to my students, that we could learn more from the world.
I would willing. Yes. Do it.
Then what is the issue here?
Way you is what you going to offer related with my or her quest journey.
No, that is separate.
Ah,
We will have
apologies
words
then.
about that. We will have words about that afterwards. I'm simply interested in your current spells, your current knowledge, what you know.
My apologies. Sadly, show you. Well, yes.
And I will part with this trinket in exchange.
Agreed. Now, does this mean I'll lose the spell or not?
No.
Okay, okay. Phew. Okay, good.
As if they learn the spell activity, you can spend.
Alright, sounds good. Wait, how long? Isn't it like 1 hour per spell level? Because if that's the case, I don't have time for that.
There it is. 1 hour per level of the spell, which you must remain in conversation with the person. Yes.
I don't have 5 hours.
Well, it'd be 4 hours. Fourth level spell, right?
Right, yeah. 4 hours? You. How long did it take to get here?
I'd say it took about an hour
Oh, damn.
with all the distractions.
Man, we'd have to run back, Ajra. Oh, man. If I want to make it in time for the king.
I will reschedule your meeting with him.
Well, damn. Okay, then, by all means. Learn away.
He will understand. Trust me.
Well, dang, okay then. Very well. I begin the teaching, I suppose.
All right. 4 hours pass.
Oof. Oh, poor Diane.
And Diana's just slumped down on the table.
Just pouting.
Yep.
Can't believe this. What an insult.
Well, then. And you may have this in exchange.
I have a
And he
staff.
passes the wand over.
Cool. But Wanda. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank you kindly. A good lord. King? Oh, yeah.
Like Kajrak, I did not care much for titles given to me by living people. He was much more vain than I am. And he would look through the rest of your spells, assuming you were willing to
Oh, yeah.
give
sure.
them. We'll just gloss over that.
Yeah, yeah. Shadow Blast, Breath of Life.
Yeah.
Friend Fetch, but I don't want to keep Friend Fetch.
Breath of life. Certain that would be very useful to you.
I hope not.
But you say you're going to a secret place. An ancient land.
Yes. I honestly hope I don't have to use it.
On that subject, should you come across ancient knowledge, spells, or anything of the arcane, occult, religious, or of the spirits of nature, return here to me with these scrolls, books, or knowledge, wands, perhaps trinkets, and you would be well compensated.
Since Heather's not here, I won't have a problem.
For an exchange, I too can offer more secret knowledge. He points to his walls. He peers down at your finger. I did not see those very often.
Sun Ring.
Yep.
I'll take it off
Are you
and
his-
I'll put it on the table.
Are you his follower?
Oh boy. Yrel will immediately like recoil. Cause she assumes that, this is all about Roger. So she just looks back. What? He's hoping it's not who she thinks.
Yes, the ancient sun god.
Oh. The ancient sun god, Roger. Yrel will shake her head.
Just a trinket you found on your adventures, then. Hmm?
This. Oh. Oh, this. Kind of hesitates for a second. What do I tell him? This was on my father's before he passed away. I received this not too long ago. I am still unsure of its origin or its symbolism.
So your father was a follower of this one. Hmm?
Don't even know if that's my dad, dude. Go with a random guess. But, they'll kind of shrug.
You do not.
I not know my father.
Your father.
And my father.
You do not bear the look of one from the eastern shores. How strange.
I have once what it represents. Bad experience with
You are a curious creature. Yrel of Kaineng.
heard that one before too.
I feel you bear marks, markings of things you do not know or understand. Symbols which are unknown to you. You wear them blindly for their uses, not for their meaning.
I have tried to out.
First, tell me what you know of this ring.
Okay, so this ring is made of silver with a golden.
Oh, you know nothing of it.
Simply how it came, its effects, how it came in my possession. So this symbol was elsewhere.
This is the symbol of the ancient god Sarlarth.
Tried to ask Kunavang about cryptic, be like, oh yes, the red dragons. Perhaps one of my children still live in the
Gods
sand.
are often more cryptic than you'd like them to be. They think differently than us. They act differently. They live differently. With you, however, I once walked a mortal life, so I remember. Such puzzles and frivolities are not appreciated. Your time is limited.
Yrel appreciate. She'll mention that they've seen this symbol here once, but this was you. But it was much different context. Was symbol was on a well, it was on a headband, a circlet that that wiped people's minds. You know, kind of mind warped, mind controlled. It was used by a very cruel man.
It's
I
used for control.
know if that circlet was used on purpose or just maybe it was maybe because it had a natural strong source of yes, that is another context in which I've seen placed on the head of a friend, effectively wiped.
And he will reach with his right hand towards the book over here, and it will fly out and zoop into his hand, and he'll open it up and he'll scroll through some pages. Does this topic interest you?
Well, to a certain degree. Definitely relevant to those one. I had it.
Very well. I would be willing to offer you some information in exchange of a form of trust. Should you find ancient or arcane knowledge you think would be interesting to me, you would bring it back here within your lifetime. In exchange, I will give to you some knowledge of things. Things you'd like to know.
Well, I was kind of thinking about pondering. What do you know of the first sky?
I see I've piqued your interest.
Is more determined now.
First sky is a domain. It lies beneath our feet. So my sources tell me.
Speaks the first sky's language.
Language. It's language. You mean celestial. Or perhaps Aklo. Draconic is another one that can be spoken to my knowledge.
Heard of any passenger blue sky coming?
Perhaps. Perhaps. I thought you looked familiar.
Did you?
But yet, either you've lost your memories or you're someone else. I've seen one wrapped in the stars, bearing markings of the first world, with eyes that glow purple. She was a young woman, not unlike yourself, at least in appearance. She's walked this world longer than I have.
Of Lady Seraphina.
You are a knower of secrets.
I've heard of her
Yes.
name. That she thinks I am kill her.
Fascinating. Intriguing. You look very much like her, you know that?
So I've been.
Hmm.
Yrel will double down on her insistence. Will extend, rapidly extend her right hand towards him, and 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 will summon her star, and at the same time say, "Who is this messenger?"
The messenger I do not know. But from what I learned of that woman, that is a star plucked from the first sky itself.
Why did this come to me?
I do not know why. But you are not entirely of this world, are you? No, you are not. You are.
Full life in Kaine.
You bear celestial heritage. He leans forward.
Will nod.
What an interesting youth that child brought into our city. I have not been this. I have not felt this alive in nearly 500 years.
I've traveled very far to learn of surrounding me, who I am, and what power I've been given knowledge.
then perhaps you will know. Or perhaps not. I cannot promise, because you've reached the peak of my knowledge on the subject, but inside my vault, there remains a large stone tablet said to have been etched in the land beneath the first sky.
Yeah.
The writing on it has been etched off due to the ravages of time. And with no way of knowing what is on it, he looks at you knowingly.
Tell me more.
This process will take time. And you have somewhere to be, don't you? I was referring to your trek.
Oh, yeah. Dragonfather himself confirmed that information may be found in Kanya. All about First Sky, Thea, and perhaps some knowledge of red dragons, Diana.
Then I will prepare. I will prepare for your return. I will write down what I learned. And I hope you will remember me when you're in the dark reaches of that place. When you're looking at all sorts of lost knowledge. Then we have a verbal deal. I will do what I can from my end, and you from yours. Let us hope we don't disappoint one another.
Yeah, I promise you what I'll find over there. I mean, I don't know what I'll find over there.
Neither can I.
Well, fine return here.
Good.
Do you happen to have a summoning, a teleportation circle near?
One can be crafted.
Good to know. I know of the summoning. I know of the teleportation ritual. But, well, I'm still in the process of. Truth be told.
And again, you'll have more rummaging going on over in this cupboard over here, and a paper will whiz out and be handed to you with similar marking sigils and things. There you are.
It?
Yes, it appears to be a location to teleport to. I warn you, though, any sentient tricks, and they will be eradicated. Any forces that would come through.
Wait, what?
Do not use this as a military advantage against us. It will not work.
Oh, goodness. No. I I have no desire to see war on the any part.
Good. Then don't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Will not. She'll quickly put it in her book bag.
I understand you are to have a meeting with Boule.
What does he know? That is what Princess say of the Kaj word.
Yes. He might suggest something unusual to you. You're willing to take it up. My descendant RARAAA would be able to help you. Both in attaining it and removing it. Remember this. Notes and whatnot. I'm sure it will jump out at you.
Will craft me.
You'll see Tarek give a little smile. Now then, you're young and your time is limited. Do not let this old man keep you busy.
Things we're getting in.
I'm certain we will meet again and we will have more things to discuss. We will both be more prepared. Second meeting.
There we go. Is there anything? Oh, of red dragons and bloodline? Kind of mentions Diana.
You would find that out there. He waves to the door. And the door will open and you hear a thump. As somebody falls forward, RARAAA might be able to help you with that. She just quickly scampers out and turns away.
Meow. Have been most gracious, Lord Tarek.
You have been an agreeable guest.
Hope to see you again.
Yes, you and your familiar both.
And I suppose we shall leave. As presumably we are done here.
Hmm. The door will slam shut, and you hear click, clack, snap.
Could I have asked one more question?
I suppose.
Does this item have any inherent magic use, whatnot? It comes from a dragon. This was shed by the green dragon. This was, I believe, one of her too.
It may yet possess a power waiting to be discovered.
Okay.
And
Fine.
then
Fine, be that way. Well, said he was arranging.
I, you worried about that right now?
Well, why aren't you? Oh, right. I'll take care of that later.
Wait, later?
He got a huge grin. I don't know. But it's kind of cute like that.
You like to ask him to be one too. I'm sure the look would suit you.
I'm sorry. I won't try to do any more than that. Rara, you heard him.
Wait,
Do you have any books on red dragons and perhaps inherent bloodline powers of red dragons?
it would be in the dragon section in the back.
I'd like to consult those.
Fine, follow me.
Hey, I can't control you.
Let's see.
Besides, Diane, I can fly now.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great.
No lie, it is. No, it doesn't beat normal form, but can be. Meow.
That would be over here.
Show me the dragon. Oh, and
You're,
red and blue, if you please. See,
they
red
would be under
dragon.
chromatic. Blue is
Chromatic.
here, red is there. You'll see different colored books.
I want the red book and the blue book.
And you get them. They're on the top shelf.
I will get up the top shelf, and if not, then I'll ask Diane to help me. If it's too tall, though, since this is a kobold library, I'm guessing I can reach the top shelf.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
a blue and a red. I take the blue and the red.
Okay, blue and the red.
I I ask Rara. I don't suppose there's a rental
And what service? I actually didn't hear what you said.
a rental service
Rental.
where we can check out books and send them later.
These all belong to Tarek.
Well done.
You could do what we do if you want to take it out. You could rescribe the whole book yourself.
Oh. Well, that's gonna be a nope. Don't have that kind of time or life or desire. Hey,
Right.
I don't even know if I have time to go through quickly. rifle through and maybe find something. I don't want to have to go back here. I don't want to miss the king's meeting either. I don't know when that's going to be. Dang it. Not about to steal books from this. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't know when it is, so clearly, if we're late, we can just say that it's his fault, right?
well, the meeting was at 8 this morning. Oh, he scheduled it. Oh no. Hey, well, maybe we can ask Tarek to borrow these books.
You want to go back in there? You really do want to end up like me.
This is important. Important stuff. Hey, maybe my was so intrigued by me. You know, you said it yourself, he felt alive. Never felt this way before. Maybe I can like leverage that.
Tell you what.
Um, how much to buy these books?
Oh, they're not for sale, but I could have them scribed for you for money.
Yes. Go on.
100 gold per book. Give them to you this time tomorrow.
Yrel looks at the size of these books. Are you sure you can? Oh,
Are 100 gold pieces each? Yes.
wow. Yrel will give her the books like sold. I can give you the money right now if you want.
Yes, up front.
Yeah, you take my 100 per book.
Yes,
Or
100 per book.
20 platinum. Okay, 20 platinum it is. Take it. Already reduced.
Any more you want?
Blue and red are the ones that concern me. Currently curious about Bean. That's no Bean. Not enough to. Maybe if I have time to come and look at myself. Otherwise,
All right then. Well, then it was a pleasure doing business with you.
was yeah. Make sure to be tomorrow.
Here, I was supposed to meet you, but all right.
Wait, no, no, no. Yes, yes. That's better. Yes, that. Please, that. I don't want to cross the bridge again.
Why? What's wrong with the bridge?
Lizards throwing poison at it. Hitting poison.
Oh, Najra.
Doing the entry now.
Oh, they're obnoxious. Just throw them a little fire and the cowards will run.
I look at Diane, smile.
She looks
Yeah.
back, but does not really return the smile.
Oh, well, we found that out. Okay, well, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Get out of here, Diana.
Surprised you don't want to spend the whole year in here reading every single book.
Not a question of if I want to or not, Diana. You know I would want to.
And then the door opens in the same goopy manner
Oh.
and closes in the same goopy manner.
You see, Mr. Door, this is what she usually looks like.
Like this? It's like this. As you go to step out, you will see a familiar-ish circle.
It's a dispel magic, isn't it?
And she'll step through and whoop.
Thought so. Hey, hey.
And she looks down as your shoulder kind of, as she falls off your shoulder.
Breaks my shoulder.
And she falls on her butt and
I help her up. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, let's not do that again. Our next time, you can be the familiar, all right?
All right. Yo. How did it feel? Tell me all about it. As we walk out.
why are you asking me? You should ask him. Yes, it was very weird. Very weird indeed.
And we're out, and we are headed back to Kajra
Yep.
to the king. If any other more of those lizards show up, we'll just cast Produce Flames a whole bunch and
Yep. Sounds good.
get them out of here. And whoever Glue is, we'll just say hi and bye. Thanks for the mushrooms. Have a good day. And we'll
Yeah.
sign our names again, Julie and Flurries to the guard.
Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. I'll be ready in just a moment.
Okay.
And you will then meet your good old friend, Captain Gur,
Yeah.
who will seem a bit surprised to see you as you round the corner. And he states, I was just sent to go fetch you.
Perfect timing then.
The king sent me. Your rescheduled meeting begins in 5 minutes.
What? Well then, it's a damn good thing. We left when we. I look at Diana's like, oh. Very well then, we are here and we are ready to meet. Yeah, ready to.
And follow me. And he'll lead you up. To the door, to the door, to the door, to the door. Whoa, you're in the wall.
Oh no! That's what happens to those who cross the king. They get sent into the walls.
Meld into stone. All right, you go there and you can faintly hear some voices on the other side. Captain Gore opens the door up for you.
It's the High King and probably the High Queen. Or the Low King.
as you will hear them discussing things. I don't know if you want to. What do you want to do here?
Goodness.
They
Yrel's
have
not
not
about.
noticed you yet.
Well, Yrel will in the doorway, pose in the time it takes for her to enter, raise her hand towards the door to like start to gentle knock. Is it something she used that intuition?
Perception.
Oh,
She hears them discussing Princess Kovalia and her recent acquisition of a moonstone.
oh, wow, good for her. But that's enough. That's Yrel is not curious enough to snoop in and hear more of that. Happy enough knowing that. Find murder.
But
Murder that.
father, we're no longer alone.
What was that?
She said, but father was no longer alone.
Father was no longer. But father was no. Oh, well, we're no longer. I thought that I didn't.
Father, we're no longer alone.
Oh, so that's not the High Queen. Either way, well, Yrel has her hand on the door, so like, oh well, that will initiate, the knocking. So I was like, oh well, that's my cue. Knock knock.
And father, with your permission, I will take my leave. And she'll
Yrel will
walk by.
Yrel will meld into the wall.
Yes, come in, come in. I've been expecting you. I heard from places higher up and that you were busy.
You apologize. Unexpectedness.
You are forgiven. You are forgiven.
For accepting.
Yes. Now, what is it you wanted to discuss with me?
He's the one who scheduled the meeting, not me.
And I scheduled. Yeah, we're here to talk about assistance. The assistance we're supposed to get from him. Maybe some maps. Um, the things that you discussed. What kind of assistance we're supposed to get? Yeah, that.
What she said.
Kind of assistance. I'm surprised my daughter Natalia has not informed you further on the subject. She discussed to me that she would.
Well,
Many of these things were her ideas, after all.
well, me and Desmo talked about. Well, what finish our property.
I can see.
Yrel kind of has a head down and guilt, Um,
I see.
didn't mention
Ah, yes, Boule, my mentor. I spent a lot of time under his tutelage growing up. He's the great inventor and innovator. Mm. Natalia inquired that I ask, and he has agreed to meet with you.
We're told that offer us something conventional.
Natalia has run by some unusual requests of him. You'd have to speak to him yourself on the matters. I do not wish to speak on his behalf or needlessly excite you on certain matters. Things of which he works with are not fully within my understanding.
Not by honest the
Be
princess.
feeling ill.
That is what Captain mentioned. Ill. Well, today.
It's unfortunate. Ah, but you've requested information, maps and the like. Let me get out of memes and get into a important folder.
Would be nice. Here's a map of our people. it's it's just a important maps.
I was instructed that you wanted a geological survey of the area. Uh, yeah, that, exactly.
If there was anything you money at,
Only myth and legend. And he will pull out a map of geology. Wow.
a map of J. Oh yeah. Come on.
To the right of the soul storm, that is where we are.
Right to the soulstone. Okay, that's yeah, okay. I see here. Oh, that's
We are not far from the soul storm as it stands right now. On a clear day, you can see it from the balconies. And you say you wish to head north.
so that is mostly on the corner, northeast corner of Turan, based on rough maps we saw or that I saw previously.
I see.
Not how accurate these maps are, but that's if it makes sense, Yrel would show him map that's inner snapshots. First one.
That is fake.
Dang it! What? Oh,
But
oh,
it
the
does
minute
seem
he
to be.
says that,
It
I
does
turn to
seem to
Diane
be.
like,
But it does seem to be somewhere in the northeast corner, nestled in the mountains of the moon. That much I can make out.
we've been following her all month. We've been following a dumb fake map.
Much less detailed than what I would prefer, but then it kind of chuckles. This is something I would have had in my youth, too.
The toy map. But yes, carry on. Those mountains to the west almost, they almost look like foxtail.
Fire path.
Fire path.
Yes, fire pass.
Oh, Spire Pass. That's not what I heard at all.
It is one of the more common ways to bypass the soul storm if you're heading north.
Saying we will have to go, have to bypass the soul.
Unless you intend to traverse it. The method I would normally suggest to you is passing through the caves in the mountains of the moon, or perhaps on the mountains themselves on the sides. But with RARAAA right overhead, this might be the most dangerous course of action. Perhaps the quickest, but I would believe to be the most deadly.
What way, deadly?
You would be at the mercy of RARAAA. Without the protections that were learned by Kajrak, by those afforded in our cities, you would be subject to the great gravitational forces, pushing and pulling, bending. The mountains themselves will be moving, shifting, and repositioning themselves. And RARAAA pulls storms up from over the other side of the mountains of the moon. The winds would be tremendous. If you were both lucky and unlucky enough, fire from RARAAA would rain down on you in the form of a moonstone.
Yrel would kind of like, well, should point the Kajrak on the map. Oh, the soul storm is a bit north to the west, and the fire path, completely west.
Yes.
If we are headed northeast, can't we just pass and and she kind of draws a finger line like in northeast, like this completely bypasses Soulstorm. That's where we're headed. From what I know, Granata is like directly north from us. Why can't we just go, right, then up, and instead of doing what's on the map, left, then
Sorry.
up?
Sorry, the map is not quite complete on that portion there, given the squareness.
Yeah, okay, so that's where we are. So there's just a bunch of mountains on east side.
Mountains follow the course of Tourlan from north to south on the east side, in the path where RARAAA goes.
Kind of just going into Ranata.
The path you suggest is the one I would normally give if RARAAA was not overhead. It would be the safest, and it is normally controlled by the Kaj. It is the path that we would normally take into the north. The western pass is owned. The Turos like to think themselves owners of the Spire Pass, but it is the beast people that own it truly. They are wild and unpredictable,
Oh, fun.
but they are often willing to let people pass if they do not cause a stir or ruckus. Right
That's
now, I believe this would be the safest but longest path for you.
well, the way you described it, much chance to survive against Yrel. It is the only path.
And the Soul Storm. We have recently learned of ways of traversing inside of it. An
Oh,
expedition, successful about 6 months back, thanks to Boulet's ingenious methods, was able to traverse it.
that's what Rana wants to suggest.
This is what she has suggested on your behalf, yes. I cannot say that this path will be safe, but given my choices, I would stay home.
Yeah, well.
He chuckles. But I
Har,
am
har,
not you.
har, har, har. Rana would also want to stay here.
That's not the tale she has been spinning in my ear.
No, it's an inside joke.
Mm.
All quite. I, as it stands right now, Your Highness, I believe shortest, shorter we can get to our destination is would be the better.
If time is what you want, then my advice would be wait until Ramata has passed. Would not be more than maybe 3 weeks. Then your path would be clear enough. I know you say time is of the essence. Still, this would be my advice. If if you intend to go forward, if haste is what you intend, and do not take the pass to the west. If safety is what you desire, then the pass is your best bet right now. The west suffers the least from Ranata's wrath.
The ideas shift.
It seems so.
There, I suppose we can vision together.
Yes.
Wisdom is highly valued.
It is appreciated. The young do not often appreciate the wisdom of the old, though perhaps it is bold of me to say as such. You are not a kobold, so your age could be deceiving. You could be twice my age, and I would not know it.
Heck, I'm almost twice my. We'll just nod to that. Cool.
Anything else you wanted to discuss or ask my advice upon?
I was gonna try again. Dragon, draconic heritage in her blood.
Red dragons. I know that they are fire. They are fire. They are the most evil and despicable of the dragons. They value tyranny and destruction over all else.
I just kind of look at Diana like, oh, ooh. Hold on.
Often you would find them in the heart of the world, in its very fire. Great mountains of fire, I've heard, is where they like to keep themselves. I fear that one may have emerged in a land far to the west of here, birthed from the world itself. You have no doubt heard of the tragedy far off.
Listen,
Have I met any? No. Even despite all that, to have met a real, chromatic, or metallic dragon would be a great honor.
well, not. Gee, well, has it?
Of those who bear their lineage, I've often heard ones who have brightly colored hair. He looks over at Diana. Bear the lineage. These are highly valued by our arch nemesis, the Turos. They believe themselves to be the dominators and inheritors of all things draconic.
Dragons. Although all things look wrong.
Indeed. They do not think as such. I'm afraid I know very little beyond that.
I thank you.
I only know so much on the subject as that is Boulet's exemplar. I myself come from brass origins.
I don't. I can.
Our meeting is adjourned.
Yes.
Ah, it's been a long day today. Ah, you both look young to my eyes. Cherish it while you have it, So the days will both grow longer and shorter as you age. They will be longer than you'd like, but will go by faster than you could ever have dreamed.
Will bow and say, "May your days, long or short, filled with peace."
I envy that sentiment. No.
Yes, you head on out when told so.
Oh yeah, go, go. Get out of here,
Okay,
kid.
thank
Get out of here, kid. You bother me.
you. Go on, get.
And outside, Captain Gore awaits thee.
Right. Well, we'll be headed towards Rana,
Run, 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 run.
but it is midnight 30.
It is. Yep. Sounds good to me.
Oh, cool then. Thank you, Dean.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Good, good.